Hello.
Hello, look how good her bangs look.
Because I just said that before we started recording. I said my bangs almost never look this good.
You're sitting there on the camera.
I know. And I did that yesterday too because they didn't look good because they were being annoying. But anyway, so this is our second vlog, probably our only other vlog, because yesterday was very...
Busy?
Well, the evening was.
Yeah.
And so after we vlogged yesterday, we went to eat lunch, like a late lunch, I guess.
Where did we go?
In-N-Out.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say that. We went to In-N-Out Burger, which now I kind of wish we had in Oklahoma, but I know we get tired of it, so it's okay.
I think it's just amped up because of the the novelty of it.
That's what I said, yes. So just for background, a while ago, my family would go to California sometimes to see my great aunt, and we would always eat at In-N-Out Burger. And so, like, the last time when I traveled with my family to Las Vegas a few years ago, we ate there, but I was like, oh, I can't eat there because now I don't eat meat. And so then I got a sandwich from Subway, which was like, like not as exciting because it didn't have the nostalgia effect of In-N-Out Burger.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday I found out it's not zoomed in. It's just because my arm is short.
Uh-huh. So.
Is there somewhere we can set it?
No,
because we don't have a stand.
There you
Because
go.
I refuse to put one in my car. Because they never stay. Anyway.
Swapping angles.
Anyway, yesterday I found out on their not so secret menu that they have something called a grilled cheese, which is basically just a cheeseburger with no burger. And it has all the toppings. And so I got that. And it was so good because they put so many toppings, I didn't even miss the meat. I know other people would, but I was just happy I could eat there again.
Yeah, I mean, the burger was slightly, above average, if not just average, and the fries were, less than average.
Yeah, I've never liked their I've never been excited about their fries. It was just a thing we would do when we went to California, and so I like going there, and it's nice that they have some in Texas.
Yeah, so
not too far away. So after that, we went back to the hotel because we didn't want to stand around
for 7 hours.
Yeah, before the concert.
Good decision.
Yes, because we were already well, we'll get to that. So we went back to the hotel. We took a nap, or I did, and then we went back to the concert venue, which was the Globe Life Field, which is where the Texas Rangers play. And then we got there before the opening act started, but we stopped at the merch table. I got a concert shirt like I wanted. Miles didn't get one because he just doesn't care as much about that, I guess. But got a concert shirt, and then we went down to the pit, and this was a little after 6. It was like 6:13 when we got into the elevator, I think.
Okay.
So I'd say we got there 6:15ish. We had to walk down big sets of stairs.
It's in a baseball stadium, so
I did say the Texas Rangers.
For contextual reference, if they're not tying that in to yeah.
Yes. So
we got there 13.
Yeah, we got to the pit, and Miles had thought the first opening act had already played, and I said they couldn't have played long because I didn't hear anyone playing when we got here.
Yeah. But what I read online, the order was wrong that I had read online.
So there were 3 opening acts. There was Helmet. There was Gene Dawson.
Mm-hmm.
And Bad Omens.
I'd say better, best, okay for the opening acts.
Yeah, well, I guess. I wasn't really... I would say as far as performance-wise, I would say the best performance was actually Bad Omens. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, well, and that's because they had the whole light show, you know.
And a story. I liked the fact that they were telling a story. I just didn't like this. I didn't like it.
It was a creepy story.
It was very creepy. Their whole act made me feel very creepy. But let's go back. Helmet, that's like a heavy metal kind of band. And the lead singer did a song with Linkin Park.
Which I didn't realize
10
that was
years ago.
Paige Hamilton. I guess he said that whenever he was on
Yeah,
Paige
that's
Hamilton.
Paige
Oh, yeah.
Hamilton, yeah.
Okay. But he said that when he was playing
Who?
Paige Hamilton.
In Helmet?
Yeah.
No, I just assumed it was him because I knew that on that song, on the hunting party, it says featuring Paige Hamilton from Helmet.
Oh, I don't remember it saying from Helmet. Okay.
I just
That's
knew
why.
that.
I was so intrigued how you got that reference because I was like, did he say his name? But no, you actually remember what it says on the CD.
Yes. And then this Gene Dawson guy was like more popish, I think.
Yeah, but he
More
definitely had some really good. He had a very artistic repertoire of music styles and samples that were integrated, and I really appreciated it.
And it was more my type of music. Like I never heard his songs and I couldn't really understand
The lyrics weren't- yeah.
because I think it was just like all the vibration and we were so close to the speakers.
Yeah, the lyrics, not that big of a fan of, but I'm going to circle back to his songs just to see, if they're, listenable.
And then this Bad Omens band who has been around for about 11 years, from what I can tell. Like people in the pit were like, some of the people were going super crazy and they knew the songs, and I was like, I've never even heard of these people. And the lead singer like had this weird mask where half his face was like burned, but it wasn't, I mean, it was a mask because then he took it off.
It was a
later.
ski mask.
Yeah, a ski mask on one side and like burnt face with some ski mask burned in.
It was just weird.
And they were telling this story, but I don't know what the story was. Like this guy got hurt and I don't know. But
isn't worth our time.
But their act was just like creepy. Their music was kind of creepy, and this guy creeped me out because not just because of his weird mask, but then when he took it off, he really looked like a guy who should be in a
Boy band.
But except he had like tattoos up to here, so he didn't really look like that, but his hairstyle did, and his face did.
He'd only be able to play the part in a boy band if he wore a turtleneck.
Yeah. And so anyway, after that we finally that was like 3 hours. 3 hours.
Yeah, Linkin Park didn't
Come on till 9, and it was after 9 once they got the stage set. And I wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't stay there for 3 hours because eventually I started getting dehydrated because I wasn't drinking anything because I didn't want to have to leave to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Not good. But, yeah.
But she started feeling better once she drank some water.
I know. I did. Anyway, so Linkin Park performed, and they performed till like 11:30, I think, right?
Yeah, it was about 11:30.
Yeah, and yeah, so now we have our time to talk about that.
Yeah, well, it was definitely interesting.
My first thought when we bought these tickets, I said, is it responsible of us to be in the pit, since I am pregnant? I don't want to get hurt down there. But I remember the last time we went to one, we were in the pit, it wasn't too crazy. But this time, during one of the songs, Mike told everybody to make a mosh pit.
I think his exact words were the biggest effing pit you've ever seen.
Yes. And so we started moving away, and
Well, and like, because there was no real, I guess there was kind of an edge of the pit,
Everyone just kept being pulled in.
yeah, and so I had to stance myself with my arm, out here, because at the same time I'm recording the song, and it's a decent video, and I'm holding my arm out here. I have my feet stance at 90 degrees, with my weight on, my left foot, towards Colin, so that way I could, if people bump me, I'm sorry, my weight on my other foot, so if people bump me, I could shift my weight and then, be able to push back, and, all the time, well, is if you see the video, I'm sure I'll upload it to YouTube, you can, see like the camera jostling around with me, trying, to reconcile being pushed around.
I know. And then it's like, then we moved back to where we were after that song, and they start playing another song that the mosh pit forms again. And I'm like, after we moved, I said we're staying here.
Yeah.
And it was more towards the front of the stage, because the stage was like kind of a T.
Yeah, T, the bottom of the T extending into the crowd with the pits on either side.
And that was actually okay, because where we ended up later was, I could see better. And they came out and performed at that part of the stage quite often after that.
Yeah,
quite a few songs. So it worked out well.
Yeah, we got some good video from that.
Yeah.
But
I think my overall thought of the concert was, I'm glad we came. I'm glad that we spent the money for this trip and this concert. But it didn't live up to my expectations.
Yeah.
Overall.
It's a fair statement.
That sums it up, since we've already been recording for 12 minutes. Maybe we'll talk more about this on our actual Colin and Miles show, but I don't know. What were your thoughts?
Because, obviously with Emily Armstrong being the new vocalist, and her taking the reins of a well-established vocalist with a entire library of songs that she's now having to perform, is you can really grasp that, the energy from the crowd is more nostalgic than it is as a result of her performance. And that's not a comment to degrade her ability as a vocalist, because the song Casualty that she performed was absolutely, it proved her capability to be a vocalist in line, with Linkin Park. And I didn't realize because if you would have told me that helmet thing before, because I only remember seeing Paige Hamilton. I don't remember actually seeing From Helmet on the Hunting Party CD, but had you made that connection beforehand, I would have started going, oh my God, they're going to play All for Nothing.
Oh.
There's no way that,
I just figured you knew.
Oh no, because it clicked in my head, oh my God, because a Hunting Party is sample wise, heavy wise, and drum wise is my favorite album. And not my overall favorite album, but my favorite album, with those three components, because I like the intricate parts of the music, if you will. And so when they said that they had a surprise for us, and then mentioned Paige Hamilton's name, and then it clicked in my head that, oh, it's From Helmet. And I don't know if I asked you, is that the Helmet guy?
Oh,
or something.
I don't remember.
But it was I'm like, oh my God, they're going to sing it. And so that was really exciting, because he's a great vocalist in and of himself, and a guitarist especially. And so I was really happy about that. And now like another. Well, I won't get too far in the details. We'll save that more for Colin and Miles' show. But is needless to say, is it was slightly less than whelming.
Yes.
It wasn't underwhelming.
It's just like, I don't know. To me, it's just because it doesn't make me feel the same.
Yeah.
And
well, and you made the comment earlier, and we'll go more into specifics on the Colin Miles show. Is is like, while Mike is the brains of the band, Chester was the heart.
No, well, I said the
soul.
soul.
Yeah.
But anyway. Moving on to what we did after the concert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we don't have to go into much detail, but like, we got something to eat, but we were up until 3 o'clock because we didn't even leave the stadium till 12. And then, like, we got food, took it to our hotel, we ate, and then, like,
Waffle House
and leftovers from the night before.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were up till, well, I was up till 3. And then, but I got up around 9, so I still got 6 hours of sleep, which I need to function 6 hours. And then, well, I'm going to be real quick. Then, and I said, this is going to be a 10-minute vlog, and I thought that was going to be long. We went to the Galleria, which is like on our way back home through Dallas, and that also was underwhelming.
No, I think it was less than whelming. Not underwhelming.
It didn't meet my expectations. They've like remodeled it, and so they don't have a lot of the things that we would take pictures with when we went there before. They didn't have the big giraffe. They didn't have the things that look like Star Trek transporter
enhancers.
Yes, and but it looks like a mall that I just went to recently in Las Vegas. Like, it kind of looks like the same decor. But we walked around there for a couple hours, and we spent forever trying to get out of the mall. We found a pizza place. Well, I guess it's kind of other things than pizza, but
Pie Tap.
it's called Pie Tap, but like, the pizza is only this big on their menu, when the rest of it's like this big.
Yeah.
But we got their pizza, which is made from only 4 ingredients. I don't remember
the pizza
them.
crust.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Pizza crust. Sorry, not the pizza itself. But that actually exceeded my expectations because they didn't really have any expectations.
But expectations with respect to crusts that we have had before.
Yeah,
and so it was excellent.
Because I don't usually enjoy eating the crust very much.
Yeah.
So that was good, and now we have leftovers for when we get home later.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see our cats because I have missed them probably since before we left. Because I worry about them.
Oh, jeez. Well, we will make another Colin and Miles show, and we'll include talking points about the concert.
Yeah.
And also more about the Galleria and, other stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We also have some other things to mention on that when we get to it.
Well, we'll end this at, 9 minutes over the time that we thought it would be, but that's okay. But we need to hit the road either way.
Yes.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.